So an exciting development also is Orchestra Finance, independent of Ripple, which is going to be the first interface layer for the AMM.
It rewards participation. We just talked about adding liquidity to pools. If you put your liquidity into the pool, you turn AMM from automated market maker into automatic money maker.
Enjoy the ride, pal.
It's the XRP
What's up, XRP fam? What's up, Crypto Ghost? The Bagman, the Moon Commander, back in the building, back with another one. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing them likes, stuffing some baggies. Go ahead, throw on those moon suits, throw on those pilot shades, and buckle up. We're going to be diving into the automated market maker. I'm going to be breaking down the tutorial, how you can get started on the DevNet using the automated market maker on the XRP ledger. Strap in, hop in the mothership. Let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. If you didn't know, the automated market maker is an innovative feature on the XRP ledger designed to enhance liquidity and trading efficiency within its decentralized exchange, better known as the DEX. The AMM operates without the need for the traditional buyers and sellers, instead using liquidity pools to facilitate trade based on pre-designed algorithms. Continuous liquidity provide continuous liquidity for trades, even for less commonly traded asset pairs. Also, users who provide liquidity to the pools receive LP tokens, which entitle them to a share of the trading fees and a say in the governance decisions. We're going to be breaking down Orchestra Finance to give you a head start on the upcoming AMM that's going to be dropping. If you haven't heard yet the news today, the AMM was delayed as we fell below the 80% threshold for the AMM amendment, meaning that we'll have to kick back up above 80% and stay above that threshold for 2 weeks. This will give us some time to dive into the AMM and get familiar with it, and also stack up some more XRP. Let's go ahead and get started with Orchestra Finance. We'll also have some bonus videos at the end breaking down Orchestra Finance and the AMM coming from Apex and Dave Schwartz. But first things first, we're going to start with Orchestra Finance. We're going to go ahead and dive into the docs here. And it says, welcome to the show. Orchestra Finance is the first in-class AMM DEX on the XRP ledger. We provide the quintessential AMM experience with low fees, speedy transactions, and a lower friendly interface. Our DevNet version is now live, and we welcome and appreciate everyone's participation in our open testing. And we got started here. What is AMM? AMMs are programs that allow users to buy and sell digital assets without the need for traditional buyers and sellers. Instead, the AMM uses an algorithm to set prices based on the amount of assets being traded, and users trade directly with the program. This creates a decentralized market where anyone can participate. Some of the unique points: the AMM engine is built into the XRP ledger itself, unlike other chains. It's built into the DEX. The liquidity is aggregated natively across the whole XRP ledger. No liquidity separation across different projects. Votable trading fees for liquidity providers. Interoperable with the order DEX, meaning that they both work congruent together. The order book DEX along with the AMM automated market maker, and we got the continuous auction mechanism, which reduces trading fees for arbitrageurs and provides benefits to liquidity providers. We're preparing a separate document for these features, and we are going to be using the DevNet in this video. The XRP ledger has parallel test networks that are used for testing changes to the XRP ledger and software built on it without using real funds. Orchestra AMM DEX is now live on the XRPL DevNet. DevNet tokens are intended for testing only and have no monetary value. All balances in XRP on these networks are separate from the mainnet. As a precaution, do not use DevNet credentials on the mainnet. We are going to be using testnet coins, so go at it and make mistakes here before it goes live. In order to connect to Orchestra, you can use a couple wallets that they currently have available for the DevNet, which is the first one, which is the one we're going to be using, is the Gem wallet. You can also use Crossmark Unleashing Value on the XRP ledger, but we're going to be using Gem wallet. You can install it in your browser. Links will be down below, and we'll go through the connection process together. And we'll go through and show you how to get the testnet tokens and all that good stuff. Some of the features that are available on the Orchestra DevNet. The following features are currently accessible on the DevNet: swap, add liquidity, vote for trading fees, make a bid on the continuous auctions, and remove liquidity. With that being said, Batman and Bag Ladies, let's go ahead and dive into this tutorial and get started. First things first is we have the home page here. Experience the performance. Crypto trading on the XRP ledger automated beyond belief. Get started. You can swap tokens, buy and sell, explore tokens on the XRP ledger. You can also earn and contribute assets to pools on Orchestra Finance and earn a share of the trading fees. We got pool governance, let your voice be heard with fine-tuning liquidity dynamics. We got continuous auctions where you can bid to hold a share, the privilege of conducting trades with a fee discount. We got the educational hub. And here at the bottom, we have the top liquidity pools. We got XRP, BTC, XRP, USDC, and these others down here. That's the home page. And then we have the swap page here where you can swap for different assets like BTC, ETH, USDT, and a few others. And we also have the liquidity pool page where you can deposit into some of these liquidity pools, or you can add your own liquidity pools if they aren't already here. And last but not least, we got the final tab here, the testnet faucet, where you can get some testnet coins, and also the documentation page, which we were just going through. They also have a Twitter page that you can check out. Also check them out on Discord. All the links will be down below in order to get started. Once again, we're going to be using Gem Wallet. Go ahead and download Gem Wallet for your browser. You can use Chrome or Brave browser. I'm using Chrome today. Links will be down below to add the Gem Wallet extension to your browser. After you have Gem Wallet installed, it's pretty easy. All you're going to do is come back to the Orchestra Finance page, and we're going to be connecting our wallets. Once you have Gem Wallet installed into your browser, you can come up here to your plugins and pin it to your toolbar, and then we can access Gem Wallet here. We will be importing and using a new DevNet test account, and to do so, we're just going to come to this site here. To do so, we're going to hit this XRP Faucet link here, and we're going to go ahead and choose DevNet. Then we're going to go ahead and generate DevNet credentials. And once you do that, you'll get your DevNet credentials. Make sure to save this information. That way you'll be able to log in to use the AMM DevNet. But you'll get your address, your secret key, and you'll get some XRP here and a sequence number. We're going to go ahead and take this secret number here and copy that. We're going to go back to the Orchestra Finance site. We're going to come back up to our Gem Wallet here. We're going to go ahead and import wallet. We're going to go ahead and hit family seed, and we're going to go ahead and paste that family seed that we got from the XRP Faucet site. Go ahead and hit next. Go ahead and enter a password. It needs to be 8 characters long. Make sure you remember your password and hit next. Go ahead and hit finish. We're in. And then go ahead and enter the password that you just created for your account. Go ahead and hit the keep me logged in for 30 minutes. Now we have access to our DevNet account with 10K XRP now available. We're going to go ahead and connect wallet. We're going to go ahead and select Gem Wallet. And we're going to go ahead and hit share. And there we go. We're good to go. Gem Wallet is now connected. If you have any issues when you logged into your DevNet, you can always switch back to mainnet and try logging in and see if that works. And then once you're able to get logged in, go ahead and switch back to DevNet. And now that you're at this step, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and add some more of these tokens. We'll go ahead and hit the more tab up here and go ahead and hit the testnet faucet. And we'll go ahead and set some of these trust lines just so we can interact with some of these liquidity pools. Let's go ahead and set the trust line for BTC, ETH, USDT, and USDC. We'll go ahead and hit set trust line. Go ahead and confirm the transaction, submit the transaction to set the DevNet trust line for BTC. Transaction in progress. And we're good to go. We can go ahead and close that one out. You can also access your wallet within the Orchestra Finance interface here by selecting your wallet up here. And now you can see that we have our BTC trust line set. Now that that's all good to go, we can go ahead and get a few BTC from the DevNet faucet. Requesting the tokens, it takes a few seconds. And then we'll see our 2 BTC balance now here. We now have 2 BTC on the DevNet or testnet from the token faucet, as you can see here. We'll go ahead and set the trust line for ETH as well. Transaction accepted. We'll go ahead and close that out, and then we'll go ahead and grab some ETH from the testnet faucet. Requesting tokens takes a few seconds, and then our ETH balance should change once it goes through. We now have 4 ETH. We'll go ahead and set the trust line for USDT. You can add as many of these as you want to play with. Doesn't matter. We'll just go ahead and do a few of these. We'll go ahead and get our USDT now from the faucet. And now we got 5,000 in USDT. Let's go ahead and set the USDC. Submit to accept the trust line in our wallet. And there we go. USDC trust line is all set. We'll go ahead and grab some USDC. But now we have our tokens. We got 2 BTC, we have 4 ETH, we got some USDC, we got some USDT. And feel free to set any of these other trust lines and interact with some of the liquidity pools and set up some of your own liquidity pools if you want to. Also, we're going to show you how to get some more XRP. We're going to go ahead and copy our address here. And then we're going to go to the second Faucet link here, the XRP Ledger Faucet. We're going to go ahead and once again select DevNet. And we're going to go ahead, paste in our XRPL address from our DevNet account. And we're going to go ahead and hit Get Faucet. And it should send us some more XRP so we can play around in the AMM DevNet. Just give that a few seconds. And there we go. Our updated balance is now 20,000 XRP. Let's go ahead and hit this one more time, just so we have some more XRP to play around with. And there we go. We now have around 30,000 XRP. That should be good to go. Let's go ahead and jump back into Orchestra Finance. And we'll go ahead and hit the swap tab here. This is where you can swap out some of your XRP for some of these other tokens like ETH or BTC. You can also switch those around. You can also hit the liquidity pool here and hit deposit, and you can select single asset and say you put in 1,000 XRP. It'll automatically split that up in half and get you half BTC and half XRP. If you hit this little symbol here, it says deposit liquidity into the pool using only one asset. The other half will be automatically swapped for you. And since we hit the faucet, we don't really need to swap for any tokens, but if you wanted to, it's pretty simple. Just pick your top pair. We'll do XRP, and the bottom pair will do BTC. Just select how much XRP you want to trade. 1,000 is around $500 worth. And you can check out the summary here, the slippage tolerance, the minimum that you will receive, BTC, the price impact, and the pool fee, which is about 0.7%, 7 XRP, which gets added to the pool fee. Price for 1 XRP, the price for 1 BTC, and the BTC transfer fee. So we'll go ahead and swap that out for some BTC. Pops up in your gem wallet. Just go ahead and confirm the transaction and submit it. And then once you do that, you're good to go. Transaction is accepted and successful. Swap successful. We successfully swap XRP for BTC, and we can check our wallet here, and you can see we got a little more BTC. We got 29,000 XRP left. That's how you swap for different assets. You can also swap for ETH, USDT, USDC, and some of these other tokens here. Also, another thing to note, when you are doing those swaps, some of these fees do get added to the pool for the liquidity providers. But once you have your tokens good to go, we can start and go ahead and jump into these liquidity pools, provide some liquidity and get a share of the swap fees. You can go ahead and add some liquidity here, or you can jump into any of these pools that already exist. So we'll go ahead and jump into the first one, the XRP BTC pool. You can see the current liquidity and the current fee, which is around 0.7%. We'll go ahead and hit deposit. And we're going to be depositing equal amounts of XRP and BTC. So we'll hit 1,000 XRP. It'll automatically populate the bottom row for you. As long as you have enough, you should be good to go. We'll go ahead and do 5,000 XRP, which is around 2,500 bucks. The equal amount is around 0.058 BTC. You can go ahead and hit the summary tab here. We're going to be receiving some LP tokens. LP tokens represent your stake in the pool. XRP in the pool is around 30 million. BTC in the pool around 353. And we have the total amount of LP tokens, the amount of LP tokens for this pool, which is around 98 milli. We got the pool trading fee, 0.7%, price for 1 XRP, BTC, and the BTC transfer fee. So we will be getting around 17,000 LP tokens to represent our share of coins that we are providing liquidity for in this pool. We'll go ahead and deposit our 5,000 XRP and 0.05 BTC. Go ahead and submit the transaction. And successful gem wallet transaction succeeded. We have successfully deposited into the XRP BTC pool. We'll go ahead and close this out, and we'll go ahead and back out of here. And now you can see we now have our shares here of around $5,000 into this XRP BTC liquidity pool. We can also hit this tab down here to get some more information. You can see the XRP we have in there, around 2,500 worth, around the same amount of BTC. You can see the LP tokens that we hold, about 16,000, which is about 0.02% of the pool. And we also have the total value amount locked up in this liquidity pool, which is around 30 million and around 98.48 million LP tokens. We got the total amount of XRP in this liquidity pool around 30 million. And we have the total amount of BTC around 353. We can also trade with the fee discount with the continuous auction. Trading fees currently around 0.7%. And here we have the continuous auction. Participate in the ongoing auctions for a chance to trade with discounted fees, unlocking profitable arbitrage opportunities on the platform. Currently, the discount for auction winner is 90%. So you can place your minimum bid, which is around 27,576 LP tokens. You can place your bid for a chance to win with discounted fees and unlocking profitable arbitrage opportunities. Well, the current discount auction winner is around 90%. So let's go ahead and add some more into this liquidity pool and see if we can bid on the continuous auction. Go ahead and dump in another 10K XRP. And we'll go ahead and deposit that, which will give us 5,000 worth of XRP and also 5,000 of our BTC. Go ahead and submit that. And we have the transaction in progress. Wait for that to go through. And successful, transaction accepted. We have now deposited some more into the XRP BTC pool. Go ahead and close that out. Back out here, back into the XRP BTC pool. Now we currently have around 48.6 thousand LP tokens. We should have enough to bid on the continuous auction. We'll go ahead and place our bid at 30K. And you can also share the benefits with up to 4 different accounts. You can add up to 4 accounts to trade at a discounted fee together with you. I don't have any other addresses, so we'll just go ahead and confirm our bid. Go ahead and submit. And it looks like the transaction was successful. We got the auction info here. We are the auction slot holder currently. We paid around 30,000 LP tokens. Expires in 24 hours. So it looks like since there was no other bids, we are now the auction slot holder. We paid 30,000 LP tokens. Current auction slot holder paid this amount for their slot. Refund. If outbidden, this amount of LP tokens will be refunded to the current auction slot holder. And as you can see here, we got our 30,000 XRP BTC LP tokens. Also, as a reminder, liquidity provision and rewards. Users who provide liquidity to the pools receive those LP tokens, which entitle them to a share of the trading fees and a say in the governance decisions. Let's say a few weeks go by and people were using your liquidity pool and you wanted to take and pull out some of your rewards. All you would have to do is come here to withdraw and withdraw a percentage of your LP tokens or withdraw all of them, hit withdraw, and you're good to go. You should receive your portion of the fees depending on your percentage of your LP tokens in that pool. And if you don't see a liquidity pair here that you want to use, you can always hit add liquidity. Select the tokens that you want to use. The top pair will use XRP, and for the bottom, as an example, we'll use pizza token. We'll go ahead and hit single asset. Since we only have XRP, we don't have any pizza tokens. Go ahead and add 1,000 XRP. And you can see the summary here. LP tokens and receive XRP in the pool, pizza in the pool. We'll go ahead and hit deposit. And we'll go ahead and submit the transaction. Also, for new liquidity pools, usually it'll ask you to set the fee for the new liquidity pool. And we'll go ahead and submit the transaction. And transaction accepted, successful. We have successfully deposited into the XRP/pizza pool. Close that one out and then go ahead and head back. And now you can see the new liquidity pool that we created, XRP Pizza. You can see the liquidity. You can see our share and a 0.1% fee. Go ahead and hit the tab down. We'll go ahead and see if we can vote on changing the trading fee by hitting trading fee 0.01, trading fee voting. And the current fee, which is 0.1%, we can propose a new fee. Let's go ahead and do 0.005. And we have Smart Vote here, which says Smart Vote automatically calculates the required vote value to reach your desired fee. If disabled, the entered value will be directly used in the vote transaction. So we'll go ahead and hit Smart Vote here. Our weight is around 17.465%. Our current weight, eligible to vote, yes. Smart Vote fee, we're going to try to drop that down to 0.049. Expected fee after vote around 0.05. We'll go ahead and select our vote. Submit the transaction. Transaction accepted. We'll go ahead and close that out. And it looks like we're good to go. XRP/Pizza Pool currently holds the following vote entries that determine the trading fee for this pool. And it looks like we were able to vote the fee down to 0.049%. Our total weight here is 17.465%. It says that the liquidity providers drive the fee optimization, creating a dynamic and competitive environment that benefits all the users on the platform. And the weight just refers to the influence that the liquidity providers have over such decisions based on the amount of liquidity tokens they have or they hold to that specific pool. But that's pretty much all for the tutorial. A quick breakdown on how you can start interacting with the liquidity pools, how to swap out some of your tokens on the DevNet, and also how to add some testnet tokens. We also broke down how to vote for the continuous auction here, which we now have 90% less fees for the next 24 hours. And we also showed you the trade and fee voting, where you can vote for different fees depending on the liquidity pools you're in. And depending on how many LP tokens you have, you can propose a new fee vote and see if your vote goes through. We can see here in the BTC XRP pool all the different fees that have been voted on here. But that's a quick tutorial and breakdown how to get started on the DevNet automated market makers using Orchestra Finance, how to swap your tokens, how to add liquidity, how to add new liquidity pools, how to vote for the continuous auction, and how to vote for the trader fees. Other than that, let me know if you have any questions down below. Once again, we are in DevNet using testnet coins with no real value, so make your mistakes now before the AMM goes live. Also, don't forget, if you're in any of these liquidity pools, the AMM allows users to swap assets anytime using the liquidity pools. A small fee is charged for each swap, which is distributed to the liquidity providers as a reward for offering their funds. The swap rates are determined by a special formula based on the current balances. The AMM benefits liquidity providers by offering them a potential passive income stream through trading fees. Traders benefit from instant, hassle-free trading without needing to find a counterparty. The AMM also enriches the XRP Ledger ecosystem by providing a deeper liquidity and more efficient trading options. Also, one last thing to know is the risk and rewards while holding LP tokens can provide returns through trading fees. Liquidity providers also face risks such as impermanent loss, which occurs when the price ratio of assets in the pool changes after they have provided liquidity. The design of the XRPL AMM aims to mitigate these risks through mechanisms like the continuous auction model for arbitrage opportunities. With that being said, Batman and Bag Ladies, let me know what you think down below. That's a quick breakdown on how to get started with the automated market maker using the DevNet. We're going to go ahead and take a look at a couple videos here. First one, David Schwartz 2023 Apex, where he does talk about the AMM, and he also mentions Orchestra Finance.
Now I get to talk about my favorite subject, which is the AMM. I am unreasonably excited about this for largely personal reasons. I've spent a lot of time studying things like trading strategies and Forex markets, and this is near and dear to my heart. I also learned something that I didn't know, which is as I watched automated market makers develop on other chains, I sort of thought that automated market makers were better than order books. That like we implemented order books on the XRP ledger because it's sort of like the obvious thing. And then there's this really cool thing called an automated market maker that most other like DeFi platforms are using, most other DEXs are using. And I learned as I looked into it that they're very complementary. They are not one or the other. One is not better than the other. They each have their own advantages and disadvantages. And the two of them together is way better than anything that you could get from having either one independently. And XLIST 30 is not just another AMM implementation. This was not the XRP ledger playing catch up. We were caught up with an order book. This is a true innovation. The XRP ledger is a trusted and leading enabler of DeFi because the underlying architecture of the ledger, combined with the protocol native design of the decentralized exchange and soon the AMM, will address most of the pain points faced in the decentralized liquidity landscape today. The XRPL's DEX was launched in 2012, the first DEX in the world. Tokenization of any asset, the ability to trade and move these tokens anywhere in the world in just seconds, and open, globally competitive liquidity. Now, adding AMM to that, AMM, first and foremost, as I think about it, most people think of an AMM first and foremost as providing liquidity. I think of it first and foremost as a trading engine. RippleX is focused on differentiating the world's first DEX through automated market making. The AMM specification is now on DevNet for testing, and it'll be available to vote on mainnet, I think just in a couple of days. But ultimately, I see the AMM as a trading engine. It executes a trading strategy on behalf of those people who sort of provide the liquidity. So as most of you probably know, an AMM has a pile of two assets, and it makes markets between those two assets. But it's also implementing a trading strategy. The trading strategy profits from volatility. That is, changes in the price of an asset. So if you think about assets that have very volatile prices, cryptocurrencies probably have the most volatile prices of any asset class like in human history, except maybe tulips in the 1400s. You can actually harvest that volatility to generate a yield. So if you were an Apple buyer and seller and the prices of apples were different around the world, you could go around the world buying and selling apples and make a profit. And what you would have is you'd have a pile of apples and a pile of currency, whatever currency you like, euros or dollars. And you would buy apples and your pile of apples would go up and your pile of currency would go down. And you would do that when the price was low. And then you would sell apples, right, when the price of apples was comparatively higher. And if you do that, eventually your pile of money will get bigger. And that is essentially what the AMM tries to do. It implements a trading strategy to harvest volatility on behalf of the liquidity providers who loan it assets. I'm much more personally excited about that than I am about the fact that it provides liquidity, but it does also provide liquidity. It does also make markets. Yeah, exactly. But we normally think of arbitrage as arbitrage over space, right? Like you go to this market and you buy, and you go to that market and you sell, and you go to this market and you buy. This is arbitrage over time, but it turns out arbitrage works over time too. The only problem is you don't know the price ahead of time, right? You can't predict, but it turns out you don't need to. So an exciting development also is Orchestra Finance, independent of Ripple, which is going to be the first interface layer for the AMM. So it provides benefits for all of the different stakeholders, the liquidity providers, the people who sort of take their assets and give them to the DEX, arbitrageurs, traders, and developers. Developers, of course, benefit from the liquidity that the automated market makers provide. Their tokens are more liquid, and so users can benefit from access to that liquidity. Liquidity providers want to maximize the returns that they get from the various different things that the automated market maker does to make a profit. XLIST enables them to vote for trading fees, and probably the biggest single innovation is the continuous auction mechanism that reduces impermanent loss, and it also increases the efficiency of the volatility harvesting. What this does is this takes some of the profit that would normally be made by the arbitrageurs and gives it to the liquidity providers. The arbitrageurs are trying to make profit from sort of asymmetric information. They have access to the prices off the ledger, and the AMM does not. The auction mechanism increases the probability of success to capture mispricing profits, and it enables the automated market maker's trading strategy to capture very small changes in price. If you think about it, big movements in price have a larger opportunity for profit simply because the price change is bigger. Like if you're buying and selling a stock and it moves a lot, you can make more money. But it doesn't do that very often. Small movements occur much more often. In aggregate, if you sum them all up, it's a greater opportunity than the large movements. But in order to catch the small movements, the system has to be very efficient. If there's a high fee, a small change in price won't be captured because people wait until the price difference exceeds the fee. If the transactions are slow and there's a small movement, you don't try to capitalize on that because the price might move against you before your trade can execute. The XRP ledger's features make it easy to capture those smaller price movements. And of course, integration. The AMM is going to be integrated in the DEX. So that will ensure that people who use for payments will get the best price execution, and it will ensure that the AMM is able to capture those smaller price movements. So that integration is just I'm really excited to see how that integration turns out.
We also have one here from the XRP Ledger Foundation, boosting DeFi in the XRP Ledger at Apex 2023. We have Orchestra Finance. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at this.
Okay, so AMM DEXs. AMM is Automated Market Maker. You've probably heard quite a bit about it today and in the past as it's become a very big topic. And the DEX is a decentralized exchange. As the name suggests, it's automated. You don't need to whip out a piece of paper and a calculator every time you want to do something and start making up sums. You just trust the little man in the computer to take care of it. It's speedy. I'll give you a bit of information on this. If you haven't already gathered from any of the other talks or you don't know, the way it works is AMMs rely on liquidity pools. You put your assets into these pools along with others, and whenever somebody wants to make a trade using these assets, they can directly take from that pool and fill their order immediately, rather than waiting for somebody to say, yeah, I'll take that. It makes for a lot of speed. So much speed, in fact, that the only thing that usually holds it back is the transaction speed of the blockchain it's on. We'll talk a little bit more about that too. It rewards participation. We just talked about adding liquidity to pools. If you put your liquidity into the pool, you turn AMM from automated market maker into automatic money maker, because you will make yourself a little bit of interest with every transaction that happens related to that pool you're a part of. It's not much. It's only a small fraction, and you've got to share it with all the other liquidity makers, but you share it frequently and it adds up quickly. It's approachable. Okay, now this one is probably not such a big deal for people like yourselves, who are tech-minded, who have been here as an early adopter. But to most people out there, if they can't immediately walk up to it and understand how to use it, woo, no thank you. Okay? And because of all these things, it's convenient. That's very important. More and more people have less time. More and more people have shorter attention spans. So if we can do something quickly, if we can make a transaction instead of spending an afternoon in the city going to our bank, just on the 5-minute train ride to work, it's a life changer. Okay. So the AMM proposal. As I just said, probably heard a lot about it by now, so I won't talk on it for long. The way it works is it uses AMM instances. This is different from what we already have on platforms like Ethereum. The reason being, Ethereum relies on smart contracts. Smart contracts are built on top of that. It's not the same thing. In the case of XRPL, it's built in to the protocol. All you have to do is create an instance of an AMM, and you can add or remove liquidity from that pool. We have votable trading fees. We talked about adding liquidity. If you are a liquidity provider, you then become eligible to vote on the fate of that pool. What that means is the trading fee. What that will be, how much somebody is going to pay when they trade using that liquidity pool. It can go up to 1%. You don't decide that by yourself though. You decide it with all the other liquidity providers providing to that pool. And the continuous auction. I don't know if any of you have actually heard about this because it's kind of new news, but that was previously an auction where you would live bid and continue to bid to hold the top position, and previously it was going to be 100% reduction in trading fee. Unfortunately, that's no longer the case. We don't know exactly why yet. We have reached out to the right people and they've given us an answer, but they gave it to me, and I'm not the technical minded one compared to our lead developer. So hopefully he'll be able to give us more information and we'll get that to you guys as soon as we know too. Okay, so why XRPL? Why not Ethereum? XRPL is blossoming at such an extreme rate now. We've had the good news recently with the legal stuff, and as you've already seen today and yesterday, far too many things to talk about are happening right now, to be excited about, and it's amazing. So, we talked about the baked-in AMM. It's not on a smart contract. That reduces risk. You might know smart contracts are often the #1 way people will scam people. They will trick you into thinking you're buying an NFT or you're making a swap, and they will drain your entire wallet. We don't have to worry about that if it's something that's already built in. As well as that, the liquidity pools aren't segregated, meaning you have far less pools and deeper pools. And that's a good thing because it helps keep a balance in the price. You're not going to get a big swing over just one medium-sized trade. Set transaction fees. Plenty of talk about that already. David Schwartz talked about it. The transaction fee on XRPL, minuscule. If you look at something like Ethereum, you'll have gas. gas can get crazy. I don't know about any of you, but I've run into problems where I've paid more on a transaction fee than the transaction itself, very frequently, and I hate it. And the problem is, the more that those systems are getting used, that usually means the more the fee will be. That's not what we want. No front running. That's what we thought. So Vito gave a wonderful talk not long ago, and he informed us that that's not quite the case. We'll find out more information about that. And obviously that's new, surfacing stuff, and it's a problem we'll all solve together. But hopefully it's still, as Vito said, a lot better than something like Ethereum.
And one quick note and bonus tip before we get on out of here, Stellar X, a better way to trade. Stellar already has their automated market maker live, so you want to jump in with some real money, go ahead and check out the links down below. Stellar X, we got the AMM here, liquidity analytics. They also got the same swap tool here, as well as some of the liquidity pools, so you can get started on that. But that's pretty much it for this one. Let me know what you guys think down below. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. I think this greatly enhances XRP, especially the liquidity, as you'll have instant on-demand liquidity with these liquidity pools. But with that being said, Batman and Bag Ladies, practice, make some mistakes, have some fun, get ready for the live AMM once they get above that 80% threshold. All the links will be down below in the description box. Make sure to smash that likey button on the way out. We'll catch you in the next one. BYOB, bring your own bags, be your own bank. Peace out, crypto ghosts. Later, glitches.
Welcome to the party. This a moon party. Hey, this a moon party. Hey, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. This a moon party. It's a moon party. Welcome to the party, we don't play around